Hello there, welcome back to my channel, Joella. So it's still Saturday the 6th of February and I know I would usually do my weight loss catch-up video on a Sunday, but just in case my chin decides to not play ball tomorrow and I end up in a load of pain and it's really swollen and inflamed because it's gone down a little bit today but it's still really painful. But just in case, I thought I would prepare this video so that at least I've got the option of putting this up if I don't manage to get one done tomorrow, guys, if I'm feeling under the weather. So this is my weekly weight loss and catch-up video. So what can I say? I'm still struggling, guys. I'm still eating junk food now and again. I must admit, I try to do it, I would say 80-20. Ideally, I would like to kind of stick with the ratio of 80% healthy most of the time, and then 20% let myself loose and let myself go and eat what I like. But it doesn't always work out like that. And this week, because I've been a little bit under the weather with my abscess on my chin, my little imposter friend as I call him, my husband's been calling us Jimmy Hill for the last couple of days. I look nothing like Jimmy Hill. I wasn't even too sure who Jimmy Hill was until he sent us a picture of him in a GIF, and I was like, seriously, he's got a chin that sticks out here like Shaggy off Scooby-Doo. My chin wasn't quite that bad, but anyway, it made us laugh though. Luckily, I'm the type of person who can take the mick out of myself 100%. So anyway, with my weight loss this week, I've been a bit naughty. At the beginning of the week, I really wanted a pizza. What did I do? I got a pizza, but again I got a healthy one, so I got a really paper thin base. I was craving a pizza. The night before I hadn't slept well whatsoever, so I hadn't slept at all actually, so I was just so low on energy and I couldn't be bothered. I was having one of those days where I didn't have anything quick and easy to eat and I didn't fancy beans on toast, and I had a tin of soup for my lunch that day, so I didn't want another tin of soup, so we ordered a pizza. So I got a really thin base, vegetarian. I don't think it was that bad. I honestly don't think it was that bad. So I had that. Then the next day, I can't remember what I had. I think I did a homemade Thai red curry, which ended up a hell of a lot more spicy than I would usually make it. I added a small red chilli. Normally I'm fine with these things. I love chilies, garlic, spices, you name it. This must have been an extra bloody hot one. It had the spice of a ghost chilli. It was really, really hot. And it was only little, you know, but my God, it packed a punch. So I had to put a tub of Elmley single cream in, which I occasionally put in curry anyway, but it wasn't ideal that I needed to put the whole tub in. But it was just single cream and it's less fat than normal cream because it's Elmley. It's like vegetable oil based. But anyway, yeah, so I had to put that in. It was really spicy, but it was really nice. I ate all of mine, but my husband was a bit of a wuss and he left some of his. But I ate all of mine. I could handle the spice. So anyway, that was really tasty. The next day, I was craving a takeaway. And I shouldn't have been because I knew that I had one to look forward to on Friday. But it was my husband's choice this week, so he chose Indian. And I prefer Chinese to Indian food, but I do like a good curry. So anyway, yeah, I was craving takeaway at lunchtime. I was really hungry. I was so hungry I could have ate my arm because the day before I think I didn't really eat too much. Anyway, I'm getting all confused with my days this week, but half the week I've ate healthy and half the week I haven't. So at lunchtime I had a handful of chips from my local chippy, which I ordered in because they do a lot of ordering in now rather than you going and catching viruses and going to collect. They prefer to deliver them, and it keeps them in business as well and gives them a bit more money. So anyway, I had a handful of chips, which I didn't actually enjoy that much. I had a little swig of curry sauce, absolutely love curry sauce, and I had a jumbo sausage. Now, I do like a bit of sausage, I really do. That sounds hilarious saying that, but anyway, I do like a battered sausage from the local chippy. I only get them a couple of times a year. I don't get them that often. It's very rare and seldom that I would get one. And I am buying the vegetarian ones at home. So I've cut out the normal sausages at home and I just got a sausage from the chippy and it was lovely. It was so nice. That's the main thing I ate. So that's the naughtiness midweek. I had a jumbo sausage from the chippy and a handful of chips, but that wasn't much at all. And my husband had a huge mound of chips. He had like an absolute Mount Everest plate of dinner. Anyway, that day for me tea, I just had a tin of soup, which was 200 calories. So it balances out quite like alright, like calorie wise. I wasn't overindulging in too much, but it's just the fat content wasn't great with the jumbo sausage. But anyway, then on Thursday, I can't remember what I cooked. Do you know what it is? I honestly can't remember. I think I did a stir fry. I think it was a stir fry. Then on Friday was takeaway last night, and we had Indian food. I had a king prawn dupiyaza balti, which was lush, absolutely lush, and I had that with a bit of garlic pilaf rice and a couple of chips, but not many. Again, literally you could count on one hand the amount of chips that I have, and that's all I had, so it wasn't that bad. Today's Saturday. So far I've had a tin of 200 calorie soup. Tonight I am making, well, I've got some mince defrosting, so I don't know. I'm either making chili con carne, spaghetti bolognese, much to my husband's dismay. He absolutely hates it, but I love it. Or homemade beef burgers, which I really do like. So I'm probably going to do the beef burgers because he prefers them as well. So I'll make the homemade beef burgers, which is just the minced beef and a small diced up onion. And then you kind of mix them together with salt and pepper and steak seasoning or whatever you want to use. And then you flatten them out into patties on a bit of a chopping board with flour. And then fry them in a frying pan for 20-25 minutes. Voila, lovely homemade beef burgers. And I'll have them with some baked beans, which my husband loves, but I'm not so keen on. I wish I loved them because they're really healthy, but I'm just not a big fan. I force myself to eat them. So I'm having them with some homemade potato wedges, I think. That's the plan for dinner today. Now, while all of this doesn't sound particularly full of vegetables, full of fibre and full of goodness, it was fairly balanced, and it's all right to have an off week now and again. So anyway, let's get down to what the scales said. I'm minus £1 this week still. I've still stuck to losing that £1. Amazingly, I have lost £1. Now, I think that's for the days obviously where I didn't indulge in naughty food. But it just goes to show that what I'm doing is still working. So I'm happy to stick with it for now, but I know I need to up my game. So I'm £1 down this week, which I'll take that. It's better than a gain, and it's better than staying the same. But if my weight had stayed the same, I would have been completely accepting of it, because I know that I've been a little bit naughty throughout this week. And I wouldn't normally have anything from the chippy. Usually once in a blue moon we'll get something from the chippy. And pizza, yes, I do like my pizzas, but I always go for the healthier options. So I don't think that was too bad. And I've been good for the rest of the day. Like before I had the pizza, I just had a tin of 200 calorie soup. Seriously, the staple of my diet at the moment, hate the word diet, but you know what I mean, I'm talking about food. One of the staples for me is tins of soup, and it's not exactly the best thing, but it's only 200, I think it's 205 calories for a tin of soup, something like that, for the one that I get. And even though it's very repetitive to eat the same thing over and over, I can deal with it. If it means just having a lunch that's like 200 calories, I can deal with it. I'll take it. If it means I can keep me little cheeky snacks and me naughty snacks and me foods that I like now and again, I'll keep eating the 200 calorie soups. But I do love a nice homemade soup as well. So anyway guys, I'm £1 down this week, and I'm happy with that. I'm honestly happy with it. If I can keep my weight loss to around about £1 a week down, or £1 a fortnight, I am definitely on target for the goal weight loss that I want to have reached by the time I'm 40. Now, I don't know obviously if I'm going to reach it or not, but if I get anywhere near it, I'll be happy at that, because it's all heading in the right direction. And it's about changing the way you look at food and your lifestyle habits, which is more important than very quickly losing weight. It's so much more important. And something that I've actually found quite surprising that I did this week, quick little story for you. I booked my online grocery shopping a couple of days ago, and it's for Asda for next week on Tuesday, so I will do a food haul. I promise I'll do that because it seems quite popular. So anyway, I booked that, and seeing as I know it's Valentine's Day next weekend, I thought I'm going to have a splurge. I'm going to order like a nice cake or some biscuits and bits and bobs, like lots of little nibbly foodie bits that I really like for Valentine's Day, for the Valentine's weekend, and I was making this big deal of it. And then I clipped some things and put them in my basket, and I took them out. I was very well behaved. I took some of the stuff out. I mean, I kept some of them in, but I took some of them out because I thought, Julie, your eyes are bigger than your belly. You're just being greedy now. And the thing that made me take them out, right, truthfully, was thinking for the last month and a week, I have tried really quite hard and suffered terrible hunger pains at night when I've been wanting to snack, and in the middle of the night, and even through the day when I've wanted to snack. Even now, it's like, just going to check my watch, 4:30, and I haven't had anything to eat since 12 o'clock. And my body's telling us I really want some snacks because I really haven't ate much today. Just a tin of 200 calorie soup. That's all I've had all day. But anyway, yeah, the thing that made me like say no to some of these naughty little indulgent snacks, which are absolutely delicious, but anyway, was the thought of my hard work and my effort going to waste. So the thought of gaining any of that weight back that I've went through a lot of hunger pains to get off, that was the thing that stopped us. Now, I'm not frightened to still eat a bit of chocolate. I'm still eating chocolate. I'm still eating sweets. I'm still eating the occasional packet of crisps, but usually the low-fat ones. So I'm still treating myself to things that people on diets generally don't, and I'm still eating them. Because for me, depriving myself is not the way forward, because I'll binge eat and then I'll be off the wagon and I won't stick to it. So I was very surprised at myself to be really disciplined with my food shopping. So while there's a couple of fattening things on there, there is still some little cakey bits and biscuits. There's not as much as I did originally put on there because I thought, oh, I'll get this, oh, I'll get that. But I took half of them off. So I see that as being fairly disciplined, like not that bad. This is the person who usually can't resist temptation. Trust us, I usually can't. And it's kind of a good thing that I'm agoraphobic, because if I could get out into the shops, I'd be up at the shop every day buying a dime bar, which really wouldn't do the waistline any good. So anyway, yeah, it's the way I'm looking at food now, a little bit different, more like fuel, as well as obviously satisfying, you know, little cravings that you've got for certain foods. I had a pizza, I had a battered sausage, and I had an Indian food this week. Not exactly healthy food, but I wanted them. I had them. If I'd deprived myself, if I'd said no, my depression would have been horrendous, and I do suffer with it anyway. But then again, it would have been horrendous, I suppose, if I'd gained weight. But I would have known that I needed to tighten my belt, quite literally, and be more strict the following week. I'm going to lose my voice now because I've been talking all afternoon. Anyway, right, that's pretty much it, guys. That's a wrap for this diet, weight loss, foodie type chit-chat catch-up. So yeah, £1 down this week. Tomorrow morning, obviously, I will see what the scales say. It'll probably still say the £1 down. If I'm unlucky, it might say I've plateaued and I've gone back up. Because weight isn't linear. It will wave, it'll fluctuate, it'll zigzag and it'll wave. And that is completely normal. But as long as overall throughout the months it's heading down over on a slope, doesn't matter if that slope's just ever so gradual or if it's steep or whatever, it's just the way your body wants to kind of, you know, do things. Everyone's different. So yeah, £1 weight loss. I'll take it, guys. I will take it. So far that's a total of £6 since the beginning of January. I'm still in the 14s, so I'm obviously thrilled with that. If I can get into the 13s by April, I'll be over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Anyway, let me know how your weight loss is going this week if you have joined me on this journey. And hopefully everyone is well. Take care, and I will catch up with you all again soon, okay? But remember, if you fancy something, treat yourself, because not treating yourself and depriving yourself will ultimately in the long run work out 10 times harder and 10 times worse, in my opinion. Some people might have different views and opinions on that. Some people know they've got to be more strict and regimental with their foods, otherwise they've got no self-control. But I'm proving that I have got self-control for the last 5 or 6 weeks. I've proved that I've got that self-control, so I just need to keep it up. That is the overall message in this, is to try and maintain a positive mental attitude. Always do a food loss switch up, diet plan, whatever you want to call it, lifestyle change that is sustainable for you. That is the way forward, something that is sustainable. If it's not sustainable and you're eating food that you don't like and you're so depressed and down in the dumps, you're not going to stick to it. And then once you've lost the weight, you'd probably put it back on because you'd start introducing all the foods you'd cut out. So the way to do it is slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, like the tortoise and the hare. And I'm quite happy to be the tortoise. I know I've said that several times. And oh my goodness, I'm still talking. It's definitely my cue to say bye for now. I said I was going a minute ago and I'm still talking. Right, anyway, everyone take care and I'll see you all soon. Bye.